narcissists are big time into minimizing and invalidating your needs. Yeah, your needs, your preference, your likes, dislikes, they are going to invalidate. And this is basically to train you that don't prioritize yourself, prioritize me. I mean the narcissist, prioritize the narcissist that is there. Don't prioritize yourself. Yeah, because you will not be getting any attention, you will not be getting anything that you want, because there is only one special person in the room. Yeah, there is only one special person in the relationship, and that's the narcissist. He or she deserves that admiration, he or she deserves that special treatment, and that's end of story. And you have to keep providing them with whatever they want out of you. Hello everyone, I hope everyone is doing good and taking good care of themselves. So today I'm going to answer, or you can say try and answer, a very frequently asked question, and the question is, can things work out with narcissists? And before I get going, I would request you all to like, share, subscribe the channel, hit the notification bell so you guys are updated whenever we put out a new content. So we know that these narcissistic folks are very selfish, self-centered. It's all about I, me, myself. They lack empathy. They are big time into manipulating others, I mean their supply, to get whatever they want out of them. These narcissists, they don't hesitate in gaslighting you. Yeah, and they really don't care about the damage that their gaslighting is causing, in your life. They really don't care about all of that. They see you as a supply and they want something out of you, and they'll get it anyhow. Yeah, that's how things are with these narcissistic folks. These narcissists, they lack empathy. They really don't care what you're going on the inside. These narcissists are big time into minimizing and invalidating your needs. Yeah, your needs, your preference, your likes, dislikes, they are going to invalidate. And this is basically to train you that don't prioritize yourself, prioritize me. I mean the narcissist, prioritize the narcissist that is there. Don't prioritize yourself. Yeah, because you will not be getting any attention, you will not be getting anything that you want, because there is only one special person in the room. Yeah, there is only one special person in the relationship, and that's the narcissist. He or she deserves that admiration, he or she deserves that special treatment, and that's end of story. And you have to keep providing them with whatever they want out of you. If it's a narcissistic parent, you know how things are. If it's a narcissistic spouse, things are quite similar. I mean, of course, having a narcissistic parent is more damaging than having a narcissistic spouse, but overall both are damaging for you. Both really mess you up on the inside on a psychological level, and they really damage you to a great extent. Now, coming back to the question, can things ever work out with narcissists? So first, we all need to understand what we are dealing with. We are dealing with narcissists. Yeah, and now I'm sure a lot of you know what you're dealing with. Yeah, so first, essential thing that helps us navigating such toxic, dysfunctional and narcissistic relationship is understanding what you're dealing with. At the core, you are dealing with a narcissist. The narcissist can be your father, mother, husband, wife, sibling, friend, boss, whatever the setup is. So first we need to identify, what we are dealing with. Second thing is that we need to have radical acceptance. If we are in such relationships, it's very easy to say that why don't you come out of the relationship, why don't you be all by yourself, but everyone has their own challenges. Yeah, it will be very insensitive to say that why don't you just leave it and come out of it. It's not that easy. Sometimes things are very complicated. Yeah, there is a lot of this collateral damage. Sometimes it's a marriage, and you know how culture and society is, and people are in a very difficult spot. I avoid outrightly, telling people that why don't you come out of the toxic relationship, why don't you come out of the narcissistic relationship. You never know what's happening on the inside, yeah, how much they are broken on the inside, or what the dynamic is and how things are in their life. We really don't know. So just giving them this lame advice that just leave and come out, it's not that helpful, yeah. Instead it hurts, yeah. It makes you appear as if you're insensitive. You are just reading out the scripted stuff, that these and these things are there. If these markers are present, then just leave that person. It's not that easy, and it's not that simple. I have survived a lot of narcissistic relationships, and I know how things are. Yeah, things are very complicated. It's not, black and white. There is a huge amount of this gray area. Yeah. So you need to first understand what you're dealing with. Second thing is that you need to have this radical acceptance that nothing is going to change. No matter what you do, what you think, what you say, what you plan, these narcissistic folks are not going to change, yeah. At any point in life or under any circumstances, they are not going to change. Their strategies might change, because these narcissists have inability to self-reflect. They really don't know what they are doing, yeah. They really don't know the damage they are causing you, yeah. They have this inability. And again, lack of empathy. They really don't care what's going inside of you. They see you as a supply. You are in a relationship, and they expect things out of you, and that's it. What you expect out of them, that's your problem. That's not their problem, yeah. It's all about them. They are very selfish, self-centered, and you can feel it, that these narcissistic folks are very selfish and self-centered. They want you to validate their feeling, their emotion, their likes, dislikes, their pain, their agony, their challenges, but when ask the same thing in return, you're going to get a big zero. Yes, they're not going to give you all of that. It's very one-sided. It's very transactional, instrumental, and conditional. Their love is also very conditional. Till the time you are doing what they want you to do, they love you, yeah. They will love bomb you. They'll give you tiny bits of these breadcrumbs to keep you on hook. But the moment they see that you are not listening, you are outgrowing, and you are all by yourself, you are enjoying even without them, they are going to look for another supply. They are going to let you be there, but they are going to look for another supply, yeah. Because we know that these narcissistic folks are very insecure being on the inside, and they keep looking for that validation, admiration, and all various kinds of supply. So radical acceptance is very essential. Plus, you need to disengage. You need to disengage emotionally, yeah. You really need to accept that they are not going to change, and they are never going to do things the way how you want, yeah. And if you are in that tight spot where you cannot come out of that relationship immediately, so the best thing is to accept it and emotionally disengage. Don't let it hurt you on an emotional level, yeah. Accept it. The moment you accept what you're dealing with, things are going to be much more clearer. Things are going to be much more bearable and tolerable, yeah. Till the time we don't know what we are dealing with, it's like a chaos inside of our head, yeah. I mean, why is she doing like this? Why is my husband doing like this? Isn't he supposed to love me? Why is my mother treating me like this? Isn't she my mother? But the moment you get to know what are they suffering from, who they are on the inside, a lot of this question, a lot of this rumination that happens inside our head, it gets a kind of a closure, that okay, I'm dealing with a toxic person. Okay, my daughter is toxic. Okay, my boss is toxic. Okay, my mother is narcissistic. My father is narcissistic. My wife is narcissistic. You get a kind of a closure. I wouldn't say you get 100% closure, but at least you get the closure as to what you're dealing with, yeah. You get closure to it, yeah. And you by default begin to have this reduced expectation, and of course then you begin to emotionally disengage. It happens on its own. It takes time, but with radical acceptance, a lot of chemistry and dynamics change, yeah. you are not in that constant, fight and battle. Why doesn't she understand me? Why doesn't he validate me? Why doesn't he approve of my choices? Why doesn't he love me unconditionally? A lot of battling goes inside. But the moment we have this radical acceptance, we have this awareness, we have this knowledge what we are dealing with, we have radical acceptance, all of a sudden this emotional disengagement happens. Yeah. And it's for our own good. Yeah. It's not that you become a different person, you become a heartless individual and all of that dramatic things. No, it's just that you know what you can get at the end of the day. You know what you can get out of the relationship. You know how the relationship is. Yeah. So it's absolutely stupid to expect anything more or less. Yeah. Whatever you're getting, be happy with it. If you need more, if you want more in life, go ahead and do things by yourself. Go ahead and earn and do it your way. But expecting things out of narcissists, it's very painful. And it's very hurting, because till the time we don't know that our caregiver or our spouse is a narcissist, we expect them to be good with us. We expect them to behave in a healthy way with us. Yeah. But every time we are treated in a bad way, every time we are ignored, every time our pain is invalidated, every time we are gaslit, and there is a lot of this manipulation, and we are unable to process it. And what happens is that we have a lot of this expectation, plus we are being treated in a very bad way. We are not being treated right, and we have this feeling inside that there is something wrong, there is something off, there is something that is missing in this relationship. And we begin to sulk, we begin to suffer on the inside, till the time we don't know what we are dealing with. But the moment we get that awareness, the moment we reach that awareness, the moment we understand what we're dealing with, a lot of our pain and misery vanishes. A lot of our pain and misery, you can say, fades away. It doesn't go away completely, but it is a little less. Yeah. It doesn't hurt us that much. Yeah. And with radical acceptance, we know things are not going to change and they are the way they are. The next thing with radical acceptance, and when we emotionally disengage, we accept the fact that there will be less good days. There will be less good days and more bad days, more unpredictable days. Yeah. We know what we are dealing with. We have this radical acceptance that this person is not going to change under any situation and circumstances, and as a result of which you know they are going to keep on doing the things which they are doing. Yeah, that's a part of them. They will keep on doing it. It's up to us whether we let it hurt and bother us to a great extent. It's up to us. If we emotionally disengage, all of their gaslighting, manipulation is not going to hurt us that much, because we know that she's going to keep on doing the same thing, he's going to keep on doing the same thing. In narcissistic relationships, the good days are rare and less. The bad days, the unpredictable situations, circumstances are more, and that's how things are. So again, it goes back to the radical acceptance. Yeah, that this is how it is. Now you have to maybe spend your time in some hobby or something that you do. Keep yourself busy, take care of your kids, or take care of other things, and keep yourself busy. Don't uh, sit and ruminate. Don't sit and sulk. Don't sit and look for closure. Yeah, you are never going to get that, because you know what you're dealing with. Yeah, so you should have this radical acceptance, and I would say uh, put a full stop to a couple of things like expectations. The narcissists are not going to, fulfill your expectations. They are going to do what they want to do. So, get rid of that expectations from them. Apart from that, emotional availability, no, they are not going to be emotionally available. They lack empathy, yeah, and they cannot self-reflect. They really don't care what you are going through, so they are not going to be there when you emotionally need them. Yeah, so you'll get closure to that. Get rid of that. Yeah, stop looking for this emotional availability out of these narcissistic folks. And apart from that, don't expect them to function and behave like a healthy individual. They won't. So you know what you're dealing with. You have to find alternate ways to survive. Yeah, you if you are in a difficult spot where you can't get rid of them, or where you can't leave that relationship, the best thing is have radical acceptance. Don't waste, or rather I would say, don't drain your energy in trying to correct them or change them, or invest your energy or drain your energy in trying to explain them what you are feeling or what you are going through. None of it is going to work. You are going to keep damaging yourself. Yeah, so the best thing is radical acceptance and disengage emotionally when you have a narcissist. The next thing that you can do when you are in a narcissistic relationship is, take help of this gray rock method. Um, you know that you cannot go deeper with this person. Yeah, this person is not going to change. This person, is going to keep on invalidating your thoughts, feeling, preference, likes, dislikes, needs, anything and everything. And this person is going to be the way how he or she is, because this person feels that he is perfect and the rest of the world is flawed. So the narcissist that you are dealing with, that the narcissist feels that he's entitled and he's perfect. He knows it all. He has seen it all. He has experienced it all. And his, emotions, his feelings, his views, his needs, has to be prioritized. They need that special treatment, and that's it. That's end of story. Yeah, the others are inferior. The others are flawed, and the others are not up to the mark. Yeah, that's how things are. When you are dealing with a narcissist, they think, you know they are the best. They have this heightened ego inside of them, that I'm everything, I have seen it, I have done this. They have this entitlement, strong sense of entitlement inside of them. And because of that, they really don't care. You might be hurt with their word or action, and you want them to come up to you and tell you that, hey, I'm sorry if I did hurt you. They are not going to do that, because they take it for granted. You're a supply. Yeah, you have to manage your emotions yourself, your way. The narcissist cannot come into the scene and help you and soothe you. Please, that's not the narcissist business. The narcissist business is to harvest the supply. Yeah, whatever he or she wants out of you, that's it. All those emotional things, pain, trauma, you have to bear with it. Yeah, it's pretty one-sided. So gray rock method is better. It's something that helps. And when you have this radical acceptance, automatically you go into that you know uh, phase where you start using gray rock method. Nothing is going to change, so there is no point wasting your energy, emotion into explaining them and trying to make them understand. You automatically withdraw yourself. Things are not going to go deep. She just needs something out of me, and she loves me as long as I'm giving that to her, and that's it. So gray rock method works. Don't go deep. Keep it very superficial. Yes and no and this and that, and that's it. Yeah, you manage your own emotions yourself. You have your own circle where you can be yourself, where you are validated, and that's it. That's the way forward. I know it's very painful. It's very painful and damaging. It's very easy, in a way, for me to tell you guys the way, but the emotional roller coaster that we are on when we are in a narcissistic relationship, you have got no idea. I mean, some of the folks who are, badly hurt, some of the folks who are badly damaged by these narcissists, you know, they lose control over their own self. They lose control over their own health. Their health, deteriorates. Everything gets destroyed. So it's a very difficult thing. I think the way forward is one step at a time. Yeah, don't just rush and get a checklist and yes, I need to do this. I need no. Uh, Heal yourself, and at the same time take those tiny steps. Yeah, that's how you can go about. I have come across people who didn't even know what narcissism is, what narcissistic personality disorder is, who didn't even know that they are married to a narcissist for 40 years. Yeah, they are married to a narcissist for 25 years. They didn't know what they were dealing with, and it was quite exhausting for them. They went on, trying to prove themselves. They went on, trying to explain them that, hey, I'm feeling, like this, please help me, please soothe me, please, be there with me. And it was, an end of the road. Yeah, because narcissists are unable to understand all of that. Yeah, so I do come across people who have struggled, who have tried for years and years and years, and one fine day they get to see my content, and then they mail me or often get in touch with me for a session, and then they tell me that I was so exhausted because I thought that one fine day she's going to change, he is going to change, he is going to see the true me, she's going to accept me the way how I am. And that day never comes. Some lucky ones get a deathbed confession, but it's very rare. So the narcissists never apologize, they feel entitled, and that's how things are. So the sooner you have radical acceptance, the sooner you get into this phase where you don't go deep, you keep the interaction to a bare minimum, yes and no, it becomes easy for you. Now there is no point in sulking and crying and cursing and cribbing. There is no point in doing all of that. You are again going to waste your vital energy and force behind the narcissist's abusive behavior. That's who they are. Accept it. Yeah, things are going to transform. I have seen people, after having this radical acceptance, they have healed. They have healed to an extent. They are much more functional, and they are much more okay and stable emotionally. Yeah, because earlier it was that they never knew what they were dealing with, and they were exhausting all their energy. Yeah, and they were not getting any result. Now when they know what they're dealing with, they are not wasting their energy. So they are accumulating all that energy, strength and force, and they are using it somewhere where they are getting some good things out of it. Maybe like a chat with friends, or joining a community, or maybe joining an art club or a book club and spending time with like-minded people, or maybe spending all their energy and force in their hobby, and earning money out of it, and all kinds of things. So uh, don't waste that vital energy behind these narcissists, because they are the way they are. They are not going to change. The other thing that I would like to mention in this video is that these enablers, trust me, they are the most painful ones. We know we are dealing with narcissists, but along with that narcissist, we are dealing with hundreds of enablers all around us. Yeah, and These enablers are, of course, going to tell you, so what if he did? So what if she did? She's your mother, he's your father, he's your husband, she's your wife. Yeah, all kinds of enabling statements are going to be thrown at you. And that is basically to, rationalize and normalize the abusive behavior of the narcissist, give more power to him, invalidate your experience and pain, and take, the power away from you. Yeah, you want your abuse, your trauma to be recognized. You want people to see it, understand it, and then come forward and maybe help you come out of it. But all what these enablers do is that they push you in that dungeon. They don't help you come out of it. They don't even help you crawl out of it. Yeah, they're going to just throw you in. They're going to seal shut the door. That's it. So these enablers, they might often tell you to sacrifice yourself. One fine day things are going to change. Yeah, so they try and put this feeling inside of you that if you sacrifice and if you compromise and if you tolerate with all that crap, one fine day things are going to change. One fine day you will have a good time. And some of us we are so emotionally messed up with the narcissistic relationship. We often buy this dream. If we bear everything, if we sacrifice our needs and everything for him, one fine day he's going to come with a crown of diamond and put it on my head, and he's going to say, oh, my lovely wife, you had been amazing. I'm so sorry I misunderstood you. I'm so sorry I tormented you. That day never comes. You can get to hear all these dramatic things in movies and series and this and that, but in real life things are very different. And when you're dealing with narcissists, narcissists hate giving closure, because these narcissists don't believe in giving you closure. If they give you closure, you're going to run away. Yeah, you're going to just be there. You're not going to get into the dirty game with them. Yeah, so these narcissists, they withhold closure, and that's how they have you on hook. So coming back to this sacrifice thing, there is a lot of these cultures that advocate a mother has to sacrifice, a daughter has to sacrifice, and one fine day you will be rewarded. I don't know how the reward happens. Yeah, there is a lot of questions that I have behind this theory that is being pushed on to innocent individuals. When people need comforting words, when people need that emotional support, these enablers, they are so hurtful, they are so vindictive, contemptuous, that instead of helping you soothe, instead of calming you down, they further gaslight you. Sacrifice yourself. One fine day you'll be a noble wife, one fine day you'll be a noble husband, one fine day you'll be a good son, and the cycle goes on. Yeah, so these folks, these flying monkeys, enablers, they further complicate things. Yeah, so awareness is very essential. I mean, what you're dealing with, what narcissistic abuse is, and how things are when you have a narcissist in your life, that is very essential. Once you know that, that solves a lot of problem. Yeah, that solves a lot of problem, and things become much easier. I wouldn't say things transform and you become a happy individual, no, but that you won't get certain things from that person. So it's better you seek those things from healthy individual and not this person. Yeah. So yes, this is how a narcissistic relationship can work out. And in case if you would like to add in something, you are welcome to comment below, and please like, share, subscribe the channel. I was going through my analytics, and then I get to know that over 80% of my viewers have not yet subscribed to my channel. So I would request you all to subscribe the channel, give it a thumbs up, and share this content with as many people as you can. And let's work together and grow this community. Let's create awareness. So yes, please take care of yourself. Lots of love and blessings to all of you. Bye.